Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to play the easy version of Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You by George Benson. Here's our middle C for reference. Since this is the easy version, we'll be learning how to play the song in the key of C major, but the song will change keys later a few times. We'll cover the first part of the section. Starting with our left hand, our notes will go from C down to F. So we have C for C major, B for G over B, A for A minor, G for E over G, and F for F major. On the right hand, we have G, C, and E played together for C major. G, B, and D for G over B. A, C, and E for A minor. G, B, and E for E over G. And F, A, C for F major. With hands together, we have C major, G over B, A minor, E over G, and F major. For the second part of the verse, on the left, we have E for C over E, D for D minor 7, G for F over G, and G for G major. On the right hand, we have E, G, and C for C over E, F, A, C for D minor 7. We'll still play F, A, C for F over G, and G, B, and D for G major. With hands together, we have C over E, D minor 7, F over G, and G major. Adding both parts of the verse, we have C major, G over B, A minor, E over G, F major, C over E, D minor 7, F over G, and G major. And this chord progression is played twice for the first and second verses. For the pre-chorus section, our first two chords are F major and C over E. The next chord is B flat over C with C on the left and F, B flat, and D on the right. Then we have F major. Let's try those four chords again. F major, C over E, B flat over C, and F major. We've already learned the next few chords as well. We have D minor 7, C over E, F major, F over G, and G major. Playing that entire pre-chorus section, we have F major, C over E, B flat over C, and F major, D minor 7, C over E, F major, F over G, and G major. This is played for the two pre-chorus sections. We arrive at the chorus section. Our first chord is C major, F major, and G major. The next chord is E major, with E on the left and A flat, B, and E played together on the right. Then we play A flat on the left while playing the same notes on the right for E over A flat. Then we have A minor. Playing those 6 chords again, we have C major, F major, G major, E major, E over A flat, and A minor. From A minor, the next chord is C over G, with G on the left and G, C, and E played together on the right. Then we have A minor 6 over F sharp, with F sharp on the left, and A, C, and E played together on the right. Let's try those 3 chords again, with A minor, C over G, and A minor 6 over F sharp. Then we have D minor 7, F over G, and G major. So the entire chord progression is C major, F major, G major, E major, E over A flat, A minor, C over G, A minor 6 over F sharp, D minor 7, F over G, and G major. For the chorus, we'll first play this chord progression once in normal speed like so. Then we'll play the chord progression a second time with a slight difference. We won't play G major at the end. And this is played for the first and second chorus. At the end of the second chorus, we have a key change. We have a key change where we play F over G and G flat over A flat, with A flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat played together on the right. Then we land on D flat major with D flat on the left and A flat, D flat, and F played together on the right. We are now in the key of D flat major. Let's play that transition again. We have D minor 7, F over G, G flat over A flat, and then land on D flat major with D flat major chord. Here we'll play the same chorus except we're playing 1 semitone higher than before. I'll go through the notes. On the left, the first part of the chorus is D flat for D flat major, G flat for G flat major, A flat for A flat major, F for F major, A for F over A, and B flat for B flat minor. On the right, we have A flat, D flat, and F for D flat major, G flat, B flat, and D flat played together for G flat major, A flat, C, and E flat for A flat major, A, C, and F for F major, and the same notes A, C, and F for F over A. With hands together, we have D flat major, G flat major, A flat major, F major, and F over A. For B flat minor, we have B flat on the left and B flat, D flat, and F on the right. Then we have D flat over A flat, with A flat on the left and A flat, D flat, F on the right. The next chord is B flat minor 6 over G, with G on the left and B flat, D flat, and F on the right. So that's B flat minor, D flat over A flat, and B flat minor 6 over G. Then we have E flat minor 7 with E flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right. For G flat over A flat, we have A flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat on the right. For A flat major, we have A flat on the left and A flat, C, and E flat on the right. The last part is E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat, and A flat major. So for the third chorus, this chord progression is played with D flat major, G flat major, A flat major, F major, F over A, B flat minor, D flat over A flat, B flat minor 6 over G, E flat minor 7, G flat over A flat, and A flat major. Then we change keys again. Here we have our E major chord with E on the left and B, E, and G sharp on the right. Our new key here is E major, where we play our interlude. Here's a preview of the chords played for the interlude. Our first chord is E major. Next chord is A major with A on the left and A, C sharp, and E on the right. Then we have B major with B on the left, B, D sharp, and F sharp played together on the right. Next is G sharp major with G sharp on the left and C, D sharp, and G sharp played together on the right. Then we have G sharp over E, where we only change the left hand from G sharp to C. And then we have C sharp minor with C sharp on the left and C sharp, E, and G sharp on the right. So the first part of the interlude is E major, A major, B major, G sharp major, G sharp over C, and C sharp minor. The next chord is E over B with B on the left and B, E, and G sharp on the right. Then we have C sharp minor 6 over A sharp with A sharp on the left and C sharp, E, and G sharp on the right. The last chord is A flat major with A flat on the left and A flat, C, and E flat on the right. So to recap the interlude, we have E major, A major, B major, G sharp major, G sharp over C, C sharp minor, E over B, C sharp minor 6 over A sharp, and A flat major, where we change keys again. Now back to A flat major key. For the outro, this is where we play the chorus 2 to 3 times in D flat major. And in the studio version, the song fades out. How was this tutorial? We have other tutorials on classic songs available to check out.